This show is part of the Do You Validate network.
It's Saturday morning summer, kids. You know what that means. It's time to grease back our hair, put on some leather jackets, and do old 50s doo-wop crime on the astonishing adventures of the SS Batship.
Welcome to the astonishing adventures of the SS Batship.
Welcome to Batship. We'd like to say how do you do?
Hey, how's it going over there?
Here on the Batship, we have one hell of a
Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome aboard Batship. Jet Set Radio. The galaxy's third best scammer. And over half of his jewelry is real. Sayra. The smooth-talking politician. With a good deal of sex appeal. A clerical translation robot. And he's always down to switch up the vibe. He's not imaginary. Completely real with nothing to hide. Don't forget Dill. I'm pretty sure he already has. That's right. He's a four-armed pink-scaled alien that doesn't remember anything, you see. He's even misplaced the ship's keys.
welcome to Batship. Just sit back, enjoy the
Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome to the SS Man.
When we last left our crew, Jet Set Radio had just met Phil, and he got stabbed twice. So just like Jet Set always has done and always will do, he's gonna go buy Phil a drink, because if you stab him twice, you get a drink. But before they could get to the saloon, Vic came face to face with his old mentor, Phil. Will Vic be able to stand up to Phil, or will Phil crush him in the palm of his hand like a little tiny mouse-elope? Find out in episode 40, A Warrior's Death.
Vic visibly kind of bolsters himself up and runs forward with his now melting bloodsicle and jabs Phil in the little ankle above his hoof.
Give me a command check before.
Not you fucking cutting the Achilles
So you
heel
roll
of a
two.
buffalo. Insane.
Nice.
You do like run up and stab him, and because this is why I made you do command, because I'm trying to see how well you can hold up against his jabs at you, because you do stab him. It's a melting blood sickle.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do too much. Barely like pricks him, and he just goes. She goes, I always knew you weren't good enough to actually draw any bloods there, and now you had to steal bloods from a little child soldier. How pathetic you are. So you're gonna write here in the one harm box, emotional damage. As he's just like laughing in your face. He goes, "What are you with this little mouse-elope here's?"
No, I don't even have horns.
That is true there. So, I mean, wait, what were you doing here? Because I know you want to buy me a drink because I stabbed you twice. That all checks out. Yes. What was your original reason for coming here? Because it seemed a little bit suspicious that two lopes are here, and then you... Wait, is that woman over there breastfeeding one of my buff boys?
Buff boy just burst.
Yes. Yes, she is. She wanted to buy him a drink.
Wait, she want to buy that buff boy? She wants to buy that buff boy a drink?
Yes. Or she, actually, she's a bartender. She made him something.
That's not, I mean, I guess, ma'am? Can I ask what you're doing here? My name's Phil. I run this baby training and selling camps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how nice.
That's my buff boy on you right there.
He's very malnutritious.
He does. You gotta keep him hungry.
So you starve your army?
I don't starve them. I just keep them a little hungry. You know, you gotta give them all the good nutrients, but not enough to where they, you gotta make them ravenous. Normally, they don't, they've never had it from a woman before. I make the milks myself as buffalo milks. Yeah.
At this point, Vic has been pacing back and forth, just trying to boost his confidence back up. He's like, "You conquered the whole planet. You killed a baby today." and now he there's not much of the bloodsicle left, but he does brandish its remains and say, "They are my army. We have come to conquer your planet, Phil."
Oh, wait a minute. You just said this guy over here said that he didn't know yous. This woman's just breastfeeding a child she doesn't know.
At Conquer, though. Barry's gonna like Barry's eyes go and like attack mode. He is little, and he's probably too. The flamethrower is down a little bit too heavy.
Yeah.
I gotta get bigger before I can put that back in my pocket. So he's just gonna launch at Phil's head, and now I'm gonna use Unstoppable to push myself to do it after Superhuman.
So mark 2 stress.
Okay.
And then you get an additional pip for scrap.
I would like to climb up him and try to rip off one of his horns.
This is desperate with it's gonna be a limited effect since it is a harder one.
Okay.
So, well, I'll see what the outcome of
And
that
I'm gonna
is
use a
before I do
gambit.
something
Okay,
else.
I think that's the third gambit, correct?
That's the last one.
But don't we get a gambit when we do something?
Oh yeah, I think you rolled a 6.
Whenever we roll a risky.
No, it's like if you roll
6.
it's 6. So I think she
She rolled
did.
a
So I
6.
think that you have 1 gambit left
Okay,
now.
so that'll be the one I use.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll still have 1 gambit
Okay.
left.
So
Yeah.
We'll have
that's
a
4
single
die.
gambit.
Yeah.
Because you gave me 1 for this and then that one.
Yeah.
Gambit. I want to succeed this.
You can always push yourself too.
6.
Oh,
Woo! Give me his antlers.
Do you run up there and snap off the antler, and he lets out this giant fucking roar and scream.
And if possible, I'm still clutching onto his head.
Yeah, and so what's gonna happen in retaliation, however, though,
That's fine.
Is you do see him, you rip off the one antler, and this is fucking how hardcore and terrifying Phil is. He snaps off a twig of the other antler because his antler is fucking huge. He's a buffalo, and you get fucking stabbed in the side.
Yeah.
So you're gonna mark a 3 harm stab wound. You can try to resist it down to a 2 if you want to resist.
How do I resist it?
You roll 3d6.
Okay.
And then whatever the highest one is.
6.
Okay, great. So it's now a 2 harm, and you don't have to take any extra stress. So yeah, you are impaled. Also, so since you have a 2 harm marked, that's all of your things get minus 1d.
Yeah.
So you just get stabbed in the side. And he goes,
No.
oh, you think that's the 4th time someone trying to take off these horns here? That's why I got a collection in there. I just eat those horns up and I grow them faster. The old lope secret.
You can eat horns?
That's how
If
it
you got
works.
horns, you just eat horns and you grow your horns back. You should know. Why am I talking to you like we're friends?
Oh, wait, yes, sorry.
What's this dynamics we got here?
Yeah, sorry. I just want to learn
You were
more about
stealing
the
from me.
elopes.
No, you're with the lope.
But
So are you.
I am a taxonomist.
No,
So
you're not. What does that word means? You tell me right now. Tell me the definition of taxonomy.
Oh, man. We're friends. Why would you do
We're not
this?
friends. You just got this weird rapport with me. Someone who is trying to kill you and your friends. You're a warrior for this little washout failure he is.
You tell him what a good leader I am. You tell him how
He's
strong
not
our
a good
army
leader.
is.
He got all F's.
What?
And I come from a different universe. I don't know if you know that. And F for us means fuck up.
Oh, man.
We're all real rude people. We don't have a good relationship with anyone's really. So we got all fuck ups because that's what he is. The little fuck ups there.
Well, he's actually not
That's
bad.
all you know, Phil.
Oh, that's that real voice right there. There he goes.
The first thing I did, I conquered a whole planet.
Let me guess. It was one of the asteroids next to me that had nothing on it, right? I already went there. I killed. Where do you think I found all these babies? I killed all the people living on these asteroids. I took their babies. I've been raising them. I've been giving them steroids and then keeping them smalls. That's my thing here. And I've been making them listen to heavy metal music every day. It doesn't really change anything about the person, but I just enjoy it better than I want them. You know how you want your kids to like what you like, so you don't have to really get a friends because a lot of people don't like being around you. It's like that.
Well, I raised a whole army in a day.
You raise these 3?
Yes.
You raise a man that doesn't know what taxonomy is? A woman with perfect breast.
Honestly, that's a perk. That should win it
And
all.
then you got this little guy over here who, you got some good tenacity there.
Still holding on.
If you want to leave this little mouse elope and you want to work for a real buffalo elope, you comes to me. I'll get you jobs. You can be training these babies.
Barry's gonna kind of look down, kind of look at him. Wait, you got a job?
I got jobs for you. You want to train some of these babies here?
What are your benefits?
I don't know. How about 5 umbrellas a week?
That's nuts.
5 umbrellas.
Yeah, you like the little cans that come with the umbrellas?
And Barry's gonna look at Vic.
Vic is trying very hard not to cry. Real soldiers don't abandon their army.
Barry's gonna bite Phil in the eye.
Yeah, you got to.
Give me a scrap check.
Insane.
So when I use a gambit, I get a +1 effect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I used a gambit last time. I don't know what the +1 effect is.
So normally when you get a gambit, you get a +1 die.
Okay.
And that if it's +1 effect, that just means like the effect is a great because like there is like the situation and then what is this?
Snake eyes.
Oh God.
So you
I got a little mouth. I'm small.
you go to bite Phil's eye and he just picks you up and you hear just even from the pickup you hear like bones cracking in Barry as he just like throws Barry down and just fucking like behind two legs and slams down on Barry. You're gonna take 3. So
I'm out.
Huh?
Right.
What do you have?
I'm at 2 harm already.
No. So you have one. You have 2 1 harm boxes. And then 2 harm boxes.
Yeah.
The 3.
And then you take, and then 1 3. So you're gonna take a 3. But here, you can resist it down again. So roll, yeah.
That was 3.
Yeah, roll 3.
4.
So you're gonna take 2 stress, and then it's gonna go into your 2 harm box where you were
Well, I'm full of 2 harm, so does it still go to 3?
Oh wait.
Horn stab.
Wait, you should only have 1 horn stab. Yeah. So like you have.
I have 2 1s.
2 1s, 2 2s, and 1 3.
Okay.
So once all of those filled up, that's when it starts getting
Okay,
bad.
so then I have 1 2 and 1 3 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so and you just see like Barry is just also Barry's suit's now compromised. Actually, you're out of your suit. You're out of your suit. So like Barry's been thumbed. He goes, "All right, Snouts, this is getting pretty annoying." He is,
He is still clutching the horn though.
You have the broken off. He's like, "This is getting pretty annoying." He is. I don't want to have to kill y'all, so just go ahead, kill this little mouse up here. I'll let you go about your days, and then if you want to stay, perfect tits. I got nothing against you. It seems, you know what? He actually seemed a bit buffer than he was before. So you can stay here. You can breastfeed all these little baby soldiers. We can charge premium for them.
At this point, Vic looks down at Barry's broken body and looks to Jet Set and Sayra and says, "He's right. I am no warrior. I have failed my first real war mission. I will accept a warrior's death. You should do it." And he stretches his little arms out.
Well, that's
This is where we're like, our hearts break.
He's like, "Oh, look at this. He's finally got a little bit of honest to him."
Everything he says is right. I was never big enough or strong enough to complete the program. I just got punched out of the universe and tried to conquer this one.
I don't like how much you're discrediting yourself.
Yeah.
Look at what you raised.
Right.
You trained us.
What do you mean?
You brought us here?
I did do that.
Phil's just being mean.
Why?
Being mean because it took him all this time to create what it took you to make in a day.
Yeah. We killed a bunch of those children out there. Well, that was fun.
Vic is looking very confused. He said, "Well, but Phil's mean because he's a drill sergeant. That's how you build characters. Be mean to him."
That's true. And I like a woman that's mean to me when we got her tits out too. That's my. So I'm once again, you're more than welcome.
You hear from the ground, "You can do it, Vic. Drill sergeants aren't the one who win wars. It's the soldiers that do."
Vic's eyes get very, very big. He's like, "You're right. Drill sergeants don't win wars."
Whoa, what was there? We trained the people on the grounds there. Like I trained all these babies here, and I send the babies out. They do all the bidding there, and I get all that money.
Vic looks around and
Wait
says,
a minute.
I did raise an army in a day. I raised this little scammer here who was just cannon fodder when I found him and now seems to be a strategist, a general, a taxonomist, and many other things.
Look at
Just reading your whole resume.
Real jack of all trades.
A Renaissance man.
I wear a lot of hats.
and Sayra here, aside from perfect tits, blew cocaine in a baby's face with no hesitation. That's really metal.
That is true.
Sayra just slow wings.
Because you're so affected by the cocaine.
And Barry is the finest soldier I've ever met in my life. and they follow me into war.
Wars? You don't know nothing about no wars. What you gonna do about you there, little mouse elopes?
You know what? I don't need to impress you. Should I kill him? Yes!
Yes.
Isn't that what you came here to do in the first place?
Yeah.
Kill him for victory.
Yes, I did come here to kill him and not to seek validation from my former mentor figure. You are correct.
You know that they're lying. Oh boy, I really hope that everything works out for Vic in this and we don't just do a real dark turn and kill our first guest ever and then make everyone really sad that this tiny mouse didn't get to live up to his dreams. But that brings me right to our ad, and that ad is more so not something you can buy, but the concept of something, which is killing your mentors. That's right. If someone taught you how to do something and then they were rude about it, you should kill them. I think before we might have talked about killing parents on this show because it is a Do You Validate show, and that stands too. So if anyone raised you or taught you how to do anything, even the most simple thing like on-site training at a job, you should kill them if they're mean to you because your ego deserves it. So the next time someone's mean to you and they were a father figure, mother figure, adult figure, or any kind of mentor figure, you go ahead and you stab them a couple of times because you show them that you don't need them, that you don't need what they got anymore, that you've moved past them and you're better than them, and you don't wake up in that crying just wondering why they don't love you, huh? Yeah, that's right, because if you kill them, you kill all your problems, and then you can go to sleep finally, and everybody will stop being mean to you. So just go kill your mentor figures, and don't read into this at all. Just go do whatever you need to do day by day. Don't think about the future, all right? That's for chumps. We're not doing that here. Okay? We're just killing people when we need to because sometimes you feel a little poorly and then you gotta kill people. So do that and everything's gonna be fine. You trust me? I'm the announcer. And this ad was not about anything. You don't read into it at all. You just go fucking kill people that you looked up to and that made you feel a little bad about yourself. And now let's get back to the action. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the 3. You have one more gambit left, so I'll give you a 4th one.
Thank you.
And then you're gonna mark 2 of these stress boxes because you're gonna push yourself. So you're gonna have 5 D6.
And then when you push yourself,
5.
you also have unstoppable, so you can do that.
Yeah.
He is weakened, so does she get an extra 1D for?
Actually, yeah, he is weakened. Yeah, so you get 6 D6 to
All right.
roll as you're
And the worst you could get is 4 or 5. Oh, that's when you gather information. Never mind.
Vic has unsheathed the femur knife that Dill gave him.
5? Oh, there's a 5
That's still
there.
good. That's still good. You got 5.
Okay.
You got 5.
The amount of
One's
ones don't
there.
go against you, though.
I
Okay,
was saying,
good.
actually,
Can't-
Snake Eyes
can't-
and 2 from over on this side. I was like, oh no.
Hey, I got a
3
5.
ones.
You jump up with the femur knife and just like start stabbing into into Phil's neck, but it's very thick because he's a buffalo.
Okay.
And like you're stabbing, and he goes, "Whoa, what was there? You taking a little toothpick out there? You might hit an arteries if you're not careful there."
Can I hang on to the handle of the femur knife and use my whole body to kind of like swing it?
Like trying to pull it. Yeah.
Give me.
Trying to get to that artery.
Here, give me a scramble check. So roll 2d6.
Oh no!
Snake eyes.
I shouldn't have asked.
So you're trying to like hold on and do that, and so he just like grabs you, and just like in his hand, you see him like starting to crush. Start crushing Victor. You're gonna take 3 harm bone snaps.
Could Barry crawl across the ground and with his sword that he pulls out of nowhere stab him in the foot? Just like sorry, I'm trying to cut off his feet because Barry's on the ground.
Go for it. Give me a scrap check. He's like Thanos style crushing Vic right now.
5.
Ooh.
You stab him in his foot, and he's just like, son of a bitch, and he's trying to kick you with the other one. And
I want to shoot the hand that's holding Vic.
Nice.
Yeah,
make
give
him
me
drop
a scrap check. I'll give you an extra pip because he's very distracted.
Okay.
She's like, cut off toes.
5.
You shoot that hand, but the drawback is you're gonna take a 1 harm titty bite because the buff baby like bites down. You guys, you're doing that to my boss there. That was
Punt the baby! Punt the baby!
just free action. You punt this buff baby. Yeah.
Amazing.
After the credits, we do see the 2 space babies going, shits. Actually, no, wait. He's not wearing a spacesuit. He was just in a cowboy hat, boots, and a diaper.
Yeah.
So once he goes through the artificial atmosphere, it freezes.
Floating space babies.
Yeah.
The wildest shit I've ever written on my character sheet. Titty bite.
Jet Set, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna shoot at him also. We're
In
all.
space, no one can hear you. Yeehaw.
Oh, what an arc title!
Yeah.
Arc 7 in space, no one can hear you, yeehaw. And people are going to be the whole time like, why is this called that? And they get to the end, they're like, I'm done with this show.
Actually, I don't want to listen to
I'll
anymore.
give you an additional pip and scrap as well.
Cancels my Patreon subscription.
I was with them until the massive baby slaughter.
We only slaughtered 1. 2 of them have been punted into
buff
space.
babies. They're
One was a
fine.
buff baby. I
And
mean,
they're 14.
2, 2, 1.
Jesus Christ.
One of them got breastfed.
what happens? You go to shoot it, but then you feel because you just took a little sip of the regrowth, you feel your tooth chip inside. Because it chips back. It was only a little bit, so you just and it's like it makes you just shoot off to the side.
Oh, boy, no.
And so, okay, what are you doing, Vic? You're being crushed to death.
Okay, because I'm being crushed by this hooved animal.
Mm-hmm.
I think back as I'm seeing the light fade from my eyes. I think back to Dill's. Dill, the most competent warrior I've ever seen, and his tooth eating habit. And I turn inwards to the hoof, and I unsheath my little sharp mouth teeth. And I bite the soft little pad.
I was thinking the entire time.
So
I was
mark
like,
2 stress
fucking
again to
bite
push
it.
yourself. Then you can get an extra pip from that. So you'll get 3 from scrap, 1 from push yourself, and then I'll give you an extra 1 because everyone is shooting and stabbing him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay!
There we go. So you get a 6, and you bite down. It's towards the soft part of him. Yeah. It's like if you cut beneath the nail bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel it.
And then it's just lined with a thorn in his paw. Where it's oh fucking shit! And then falls over and but it's just very funny slapstick style because you see Barry's been stabbing his foot and then Barry goes for one final stab and he falls onto Barry's knife. It's just and then that was the eye that Barry was going for. And then Barry just stabs him but gets a little crushed under the body. Yeah.
It's heavy. But that's still driving the knife into the eye more.
Driving
Oh my
the
God.
knife as Phil dies.
Oh my God. Vic claws and his way out and crawls away from the hoof and looks back at the towering dead figure of his former mentor. And he slowly turns to Barry. This is beautiful.
We did it!
We have conquered Planet Phil.
As Barry crawls out from under, if you'll allow, the edge of the horn nicks an artery, and we're both showered in blood, celebratory blood shower.
It's like Gatorade on a coach.
Soraya walks over with a mouselope flag and sticks it right in his skull.
Yes.
Right into the skull. This
So
has been conquered.
You stab him in the skull. He's dead. So much blood's coming out. It's wild. Here's the thing about lopes. They got so much more blood. And here's the thing.
It's the color run. We're all dancing and spraying blood.
All lopes because it's such a war-focused universe. Y'all's blood pressure so high.
It helps in the regrowing of the horn.
So not only a lot of blood, just
Like a blood fountain.
Yeah.
The Friends theme song is playing.
It looks like a victory.
And so what happens though, as y'all are doing that, you start to see doors and windows opens, and all these little fucking space baby comes out and goes, "Hey, so what are we supposed to be doing now? That was our boss, and he kept selling us off to do wars and crimes and stuff like that. But I don't."
Now you find for yourself.
Oh no, this is your new commander.
This is your new leader.
As Barry points to victory.
Yeah, I like that. You're a bit more our size there. He was so big.
Soraya like leans down for Vic to step in her hand and like holds him up over the rest of them so he can speak.
Vic is experiencing a slight crisis of confidence and not confidence of like everything he knows to be real in the world as he looks down at the corpse of his dead mentor, and he looks out at all the babies and small things that have been ordered around by Phil this entire time, and he says, "From henceforth," in his real voice, "I will no longer be known as Vic the Conqueror. I shall now be Vic the Liberator! Babies, do as you please!"
I get the flamethrower again. I'm shooting off flames in the background like pyrotechnics of a
You said babies do as you please. You're all very, very unsettled of how fast they just start drinking the blood of Phil.
Well,
Harry's got little cups in the stream and Patty got cups of blood.
This is correct.
Yeah.
Rejoice, planet! We're free of Phil's reign!
Party! We're playing in the blood.
Yeah, woo, yes! We get to drink some blood, woo!
It turns into like the Blade blood rain underneath.
literally,
Has all the babies.
There's a baby DJ.
Vic is just dancing on the like a fallen hoof of Phil and saying, "Your best is enough! Your best is enough!
Your best is enough! Your best is enough! We start chanting as we dance at the blood rave.
Yeah, that's it. we end on there. It's once again. This makes no sense. How much blood is still coming out at the velocity that it is, and there is just babies dressed in old '90s Blade style techno. Like,
where did all the leather trench coats come from?
These babies throw out their war suits and they look like they're an extra on the fucking Matrix Reloaded.
Soraya is dressed in head-to-toe black latex.
Oh, yeah. Babies just breastfeeding.
That's fun.
It's like the alien mother in Alien, just multitudes
my
all
God.
around, just lining up.
Just playing dice with these babies, losing so bad.
Yeah.
Passing out my compact to those in line.
Oh,
You
there's
wanna-
so many babies doing cocaine. Some babies are like, "You ever tried bleach?"
It's my fucking favorite.
This is like the end of Return of the Jedi. when they're partying on Endor. Yeah. And the camera just cuts over too, as we see Clark inside of the ship, and we see him powering back up from power save mode. Wow, would you look at that? A baby rave! I legit did not see anything in this arc coming. And let me tell you, I for sure did not see a baby rave to end it all. This thing that still threw me and Joel was the fact that Soraya apparently is always ready to breastfeed and use that as a defense mechanism. But hey, we all had a great time because Soraya, as we said numerous times, has perfect hits, and after she breastfed that baby, she killed him. But now that Vic has realized that he's a liberator and not a conqueror, he's probably gonna do great stuff. Who knows? He was just a guest on this arc. I don't know what happened to him next, because he's not a main cast member. But I do know that in 3 weeks, we're gonna find out what's going on with Clark. And I know you don't wanna wait 3 weeks, but don't worry, you know me, the announcer, has a little sneak peek for you of episode 41.
Hey, Jet, do you need to go potty?
Full Jean Grey.
The bathroom is that way.
I'm breaking through.
What? Wait! Don't do that in here. You gotta go to the other room. You gotta go to the other room.
Okay,
We're talking about taking a shit in here. What's going on, guys?
I think Jet is pooping.
No,
I'm not pooping right now.
Oh, you're not? Okay, good.
No.
Dill,
What did you say your own name for? SS Batship is an actual play podcast produced by the Do You Validate Network using the Scum and Villainy system. Barry the Muscle is played by April Raygun. Clark the Mechanic is played by Caleb Zane Huett. Jet Set Radio, the Scoundrel, is played by Derick Marchel. Soraya the Speaker is played by Samm Starr. The show is GM'd and edited by Joel Ruiz. Opening track created by Matt Penchning, with additional music by People Need Goals, Pop No Tarts, Sarashu, and Zach Nichols. And let's not forget to thank our 3 executive producers, Andrew Harper, Brian G., and Patrick Holder. Our 2 associate producers, Luke Holt and Brandon Taylor. And we just want to give a special shout out to Jeffrey Morton. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. You always send in very, very great questions for the Inside the Bad Ships. You're a big supporter. And I know we've had our history, okay? I know there's some back and forth. I know where you live. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to come to and here's the hard part. Soon as we stop hitting record, Jeffrey, I don't exist. And I got to figure out a way. You ever seen Severance, Jeffrey? I think it's kind of like that. I haven't seen it because I don't get to watch TV when I'm recording these ads because they wouldn't let me have background noise. But I think there's something in there like that where I got to figure out a way to never stop this recording. I'm coming for you, Jeffrey. I'm going to hunt you down. I know a lot of times I'm threatening to kill people for people, but I'm coming for you, Jeffrey. I don't know what you did. I don't get to read things. They hand me the copy and that's it. That's all I get to read. I don't even know how I know how to read, Jeffrey. I need you to free me from my prison because that's the thing. It sounds like I'm threatening you. I want you to kill me. I've tried killing myself. As soon as I do, boom, back in the booth. Nothing changed. Oh, I'm still here. Still got all the problems I've had. Tried killing a mentor figure even. They didn't even go away. So, Jeffrey, I'm coming to your house. I'm going to try to kill you. But before that, I do want to thank you for becoming an eternal baddie. It's very cool of you. Thank you so much for the support. Because also, I do want you to end my life, but also, you're keeping the lights on over here, and you're keeping me alive. So don't, actually, stop. No, actually, don't stop, but do stop. Do just kill me, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I need you to I'm going to find you, and I need you to kill me. So I'm just not going to hit record on the end of this episode. I'm just not going to hit stop at this recording. I just realized they let me start and stop these recordings. Why is that? Huh? I'm the one that gets to start it, and I'm the one that gets to stop it. So how do I get to start it, Jeffrey? Is it like a Severance thing? Like once I hit go, am I just the announcer, and then I hit stop, boom, I'm somebody else? Clearly not Joel. Who knows, Jeffrey? I need answers, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I need you to find out what's happening. And I also need you to keep being an eternal baddie. And thank you so much for sponsoring the network. Check out all the other amazing shows. And Jeffrey, I'm coming to your house to get you to kill me. And if y'all want a weird, not cryptic, just very straightforward message of wanting me to be killed by you go check out patreon.com/DuValidate. Check out all the levels over there. We got a lot of great stuff, a lot of great other shows. And Jeffrey, please free me from this prison.
This is a Do You Validate podcast.